Well, we have Russia coming out and stating that it is shocking to note that the British government has some kind of information that could potentially cast light on what happened with this crash and possibly stop another one, and they're not giving up the intel. Now, these reports come following all the actions that Britain has made. Britain was among one of the first countries to make the move to ban flights to go over the Sinai after this event took place. The very first country to react to this event, though, was Russia itself. Their doomsday plane took off right when this event went down and was circling between Moscow and St. Petersburg for quite a while. If you missed the video on Dabu 777, I covered what really brought down this flight. Who was in the neck of the woods? We look at the debris, all the details, the people involved, and yes, it connects right back into this here with Britain. Individuals that somehow have information that Russia and Egypt do not. Now, can somebody explain to me how a Russian flight with over 95% Russian people on it that is heading over the Sinai, over Egypt, goes down in Egypt, affecting primarily Egypt and Russia. Egypt and their military being among the first on the ground. It's not like there were any British victims on this flight. How the hell is it that the UK all of a sudden has this intel? Where'd they get it? Where did they get it? How did they get it? Out of thin air? How could you possibly have anything pertaining to this flight unless you're directly connected to it? That is my point here. There's some obvious things, red flags flying right out in the wide open here that make no sense. And if you go and you watch the video that I put out on 777, it explains it to a T. Just ticker tape into the equation here, Cameron and his goons, and it fits the bill. It makes perfect sense if you do all that math and get the end result and you look at what he's saying. How could he? Well, I can tell you how. Especially when there were individuals in the vicinity. And no one just comes forth and says, oh, we've got all this critical information, but we're not going to give it up. And you were never there? You never even had military on the ground? Nothing. So where did they get it? That's the big question. I think you already know. This is going a lot deeper than that, and this is a ploy. This is a shot right at Russia, and Russia knows it at this point. It's what is Russia's countermove going to be at this point after things like this go down? They're going to sit here and they're going to tell you ISIS had a bomb on there. Why? How did they pull it all off? Is how people are going to start asking immediately. Stop. You better figure out who ISIS is first and foremost, because once you do, there's your answer. And like I said, I explained it in the other video to a T. They are the ones that were in the vicinity. They are the ones that fund, support, train, back this whole thing. So you're damn straight. They've got some evidence. And they're definitely not going to drop the goods that we all want. It's on us to get them. And to put them, it's rather obvious to me at this point. So this is where it sits, and as I hear of more information and what the secret and all this knowledge is that Cameron has, I'll keep you guys posted. But then the question is once again going to be, how did you get it? And if they want to dare say, oh, we had communications, we were tapping into this and that, stick your head back into the sand if you're going to believe that garbage. It's been Dabu 7.